The first thing that you need to do when you are starting a business is to be able to target a specific set of customers. People who will love your product, who will talk about your product. And these people are like a tribe. They share a lot of things in common. You should be able to describe them in detail. Let me use an example. When I was starting my educational software business, you would think that my target customers were parents. But that wasn't specific enough because there are different categories and types of parents. So I needed to break it down. I split parents into two groups. Those who send their children to public schools and those who send their children to private schools. And I decided to target those who send their children to private schools because they are used to paying for education. Even targeting parents who send their children to private schools was still too broad, not specific enough. So there are three categories of private schools: poor ones, model, and very expensive. So I decided to take the very expensive private schools out because parents who send their children to these very expensive private schools also have the financial muscle to employ private teachers for their children at home. And those who send their children to poor private schools that are normally found in villages are lower income parents who may not have the money to invest extra in their children's education. At the end of the day, I decided to target middle class working parents. I narrowed down again. I found out there are those who are self-employed and those who work in corporate environment or for the government. And these people normally have time. So when they come home, they have time to monitor their children in terms of their education, and some are also high educated enough to teach their children by themselves. But those who are self-employed, they are so busy, they come home very late. These parents were the ones who are going to need their help. My target customers were self-employed working parents who send their children to private schools. And that is very specific because the key to success in business is to clearly define your target customer right from the beginning. In future, you may move on to other customers, but break it down step by step, until you are able to define a very fine set of customers who are very similar in the kind of work they do, in income, in what they believe in. So that's how you start. Because if you think everyone is your customer, no one is going to be your customer. Even if your product is good, but you don't know who to target and you're not able to talk to them and convince them how good your product is, nobody is going to buy. And the key to knowing your customers is to be able to narrow down, segment the market step by step until you are able to clearly define the people you are going to target. So do you understand your target market clearly, and can you define it so fine that anybody can know where to find them, where to see them? If I've learned anything from this episode, don't forget to like and subscribe to my show to be part of the Business Creators Movement. This is Obrempong Toku Dum VIII, and that was my podcast. I'll see you in the next episode.